Welcome to Cooking Space, a place where mindfulness and being present meets food and music. A place to chill out, relax, enjoy, get connected, and make something delicious. So today we're making ceviche, and in particular ceviche that's inspired by Peruvian cuisine, as well as within Peru, Nikkei cuisine, a mixture of Japanese cultures and Peruvian cultures. And so we're gonna make two types of ceviche today, a tiradito style and a mixto style. So tiradito is more sashimi style, so you take a fillet of fish, do some very nice thin slices and just top it with a light sauce. And then a mixto is more of a marinated style ceviche. And for those ceviches, we have two fish today. We have red snapper that we're gonna use for our tiradito and some ahi tuna for our mixto. For our mixto, we're gonna make a traditional sauce called leche de tigre. It's a Peruvian sauce that involves lime juice, fresh fillets of fish, onions, jalapeno, ginger, and ice water. It gets into a blender and we blend it and then pass it through, so you end up with this frothy, very vibrant, acidic fish flavored sauce. And then for our snapper, we're gonna do a tiradito sauce which has orange juice, tangerine juice, lime juice, yuzu, sesame, and soy. And that's just gonna be a very light sauce. Let's get to cooking, guys. Whenever you're breaking down snapper to get the fillets off, yeah, I have these like kitchen shears here. I'm gonna just cut the fins off, and you wanna take this top fin off as well. I'll just kinda, so yeah, you just take that whole top fin off. We're gonna take the bottom fins off too. Sometimes you can have your fishmonger do this for you, but it's nice to also do this at home because the fish is fresher. You know, the longer you keep it whole, the longer it's gonna keep its freshness. All right, so I got all my fins off. And I'm gonna give this a little rinse on the sink just to get any excess scales off. It's already been scaled. I'm just gonna rinse it. Perfect, done. For this round fish, I'm gonna make an incision. There's a, right below the gills. I'm gonna just make an incision right here. Take it all the way down. Let my knife hit that bone, and then I'll make another incision right here, right on the tail piece. So you have two incisions, one here and one here, and then you'll take your knife just across the top of the fish to start to take the whole fillet off. And I'm just following this bone that's right on top of here till I get all the way down to the bottom. And the fillet comes right off. So there's one nice snapper fillet. And then I'll take the other side. I'll make the same incision, kind of on both sides. And I'll come right down again. Do the same kind of motion. Right across, I'll stick my finger along that side. Make sure my knife is hitting the bone. Keep going till it comes all the way off. Pretty easy. Try to take as much fish off the actual bone. Move this off. And so I have a nice fillets here. The next part is taking the skin off. So you have your nice clean fillet, you've got the skin on the other side. So then you just come right down, and you're gonna get all of that fish off, and you're left with this nice, clean fillet. Now we're gonna start cutting this tuna, and you could tell that there's really two parts, almost three parts to this. So there's this excess little loin piece that's right here. The tuna has this really thick skin on the outside, so that's something you're obviously going to want to trim off. And then it has this little bloodline here. So those are the 3 points of attack that I'm looking to kind of accomplish when I clean my tuna. So first thing I'll do is I'll just go right off of here, and I'll take my knife and pull that excess loin down, and then start to clean up that skin. And take that whole piece off. And now, for this piece, you just want to take your knife and kind of come back. You don't want some of that silver skin that's right there. You just come back and pull it off. So you'll have a little extra piece there. So that's clean. And then now we're gonna take off this little bit of bloodline right here. So I'll just take my knife, kind of clean that up. And you notice that I'm doing like just one motion. When you're cleaning fish, you don't want to it's not like a piece of bread or a serrated knife. You really need a sharp knife to kind of do like just one clean motion so that you have a nice clean loin. Now I'm gonna dice this. And so what I'll do is I'll kind of stand it upright and create a little box, kind of a rectangular piece. So now I'm just gonna cut this tuna again, one more time. And now I'll have the semblance of some pieces to make a dice, which for my ceviche mixto, I'm gonna have diced tuna. So we're gonna make our leche de tigre sauce. All the ingredients really just go into a blender, and we'll start by adding some diced onions, chopped ginger, lime juice, jalapenos, skins, seeds removed, seeds and stems removed, nice and clean, a little salt, a little bit of sugar. I have some cod fillets, so you really use any white, firm fleshed fish. And then we're gonna add a few ice cubes to this as well. And then water goes into this mixture. That run. All right, so once that's blended, you'll see it's a very nice, frothy, white mixture, kind of white and a little green from the jalapeno, but it has like nice viscosity to it. And I'm just gonna push this through a strainer just to get any possible fish bones or any excess debris out of there. This is called leche de tigre. It means tiger's milk, and really kind of what they say is this kind of really helps lift your spirits. If you're not feeling great, it really gives you a boost. It's an excellent sauce. It's a great base. I'm gonna just keep straining that out a little bit. And now I'm gonna add a little of the tamarind and coconut milk. So just a little touch. It's gonna give it some acidity. And just some coconut milk in there as well. All right guys, so for our tiradito sauce, We're really gonna make a nice, clean, citrus-based sauce. It really doesn't have not a lot of heat. I really wanna let that snapper shine through. So we have a few citrus elements. I have orange juice right here. This is yuzu juice, a little yuzu. Tangerine juice as well, and lime juice. So 4 citrus elements. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of agave nectar. Just gonna kind of help balance those things out. A little bit of sesame oil, touch of soy. And I'm also gonna put some diced red onion in here as well. And we're just gonna whisk this. We've got everything set up for it. We have our tamarind coconut leche de tigre sauce. That's right here. I have my nice diced tuna, and I'm just gonna put this tuna into the bowl. And I'm gonna kind of salt that tuna right on top. Give it a nice pinch of salt right there. And then we're gonna add in, I have diced sweet potatoes that have been steamed, a little bit of diced yuca as well, so diced cooked yuca, some red onions, a little bit of chiffonade of cilantro. Just gonna kind of mix this up nicely. And you don't, for this, depending, if you've got good quality tuna, you don't need to marinate it all that long. It could just be, kind of marinated a la minute. So you could see that the tuna has kind of grabbed the sauce. It's picked it up. I'm gonna plate it right in one of these nice bowls here. There's our tuna looking good. Got some nice flavor from the leche de tigre sauce. It's a nice little bowl. I have here a little ricotta aioli. Ricotta is a Peruvian chili. Made a garlic mayo out of it. So just a little of that right on top, just to give it a little heat. A little bit more chopped cilantro for a little color right on top. And then we made some spicy popcorn, more of an Ecuadorian element that I'm bringing into the mix to add a little crunch. So a little bit of popcorn right on top. And that's gonna give you a little toothsomeness when you're having your ceviche. That's it, we're gonna come right over. And then let's make our tiradito. So for this fish, I'm gonna cut it a little more sashimi style. So I have a really nice, it's a Japanese sashimi blade. You can just use a really sharp knife. This is really gonna give me the cuts that I'm looking for. So some nice thin, what we call bias cuts. Just kind of drizzle this sauce on there. This is gonna be nice and light and super refreshing. That looks fantastic. We have a little yuzu cilantro aioli as well. Just gonna do a few little dots of that right on there just to offer a little creaminess. And then a few sprigs of micro cilantro, just a couple of these guys. Right on there. Bring these right over. Time to taste these delicious ceviches. I'm gonna start with the tamarind coconut tuna ceviche. Have it right here. Really bright. It's got a lot of depth of flavor from the leche de tigre. The tamarind and coconut note really kind of help elevate the ceviche. And I'm loving the ricotta aioli too. It's a little spice that just adds the right element of heat to this delicious ceviche mixto. Let's get right into our tiradito with citrus, yuzu, and cilantro aioli. I'm gonna just try this. Fantastic, really light. The snapper comes through. A little bit of the sesame kind of helps coat the fish, but very light. The yuzu cilantro aioli is right on point. Guys, get in there, make some ceviche at home. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking Space. I certainly did. It was a blast. And I want to thank all of our sponsors, especially Sub-Zero Wolf and Cove for allowing us to use their cooking space. We want to thank all of our media sponsors as well. And I want to remind everybody, a portion of all of our sponsorship dollars go to the Garces Foundation, a philanthropic organization located right here in Philadelphia. And for all of the ingredients, methods, and techniques, click on the link below in the description. And I hope you enjoy your cooking space as much as I enjoy mine. Buen provecho, salud, guys. See you next time.